Big T Muscle Gaming channel, or as YouTube likes to refer to me still as for the last 15 years, almost. Well, continue, yeah. So for the last like 15, 16 years, they want to refer to me as pt5 even though my channel name has changed and it won't let me update my URL anymore, and they won't let me change my name. But I'm gonna check outside, see how much it's rained. It didn't rain all that much, I don't think. Still a little wet. Still a little wet out there on my mat. Mom got me. She got me the old mat that we had at the old house for a long time. But no, it did not rain very much. It didn't even snow. It snowed like a couple days ago, which we got like about an inch of snow on the ground. But it was only in the grassy areas because all the rock and concrete and asphalt was really hot still because it had been in like the 80s, like for like 2 days. Or it had been above, it had been way above 50 degrees, and even at 50, it's not even gonna stick. It's at 50 for so many days. But it had been in the 70s and 80s for like the last 2 days before it snowed that night. But it got down, and it's been in the 30s and 40s like all throughout the weekend. And Sunday was really cold. Monday was really cold. Today I think it's going to be a little bit better, but not much. We're going to have a little bit more, little bit more warmth. Not a lot. The wind is still blowing, a little bit. The wind is still blowing a little bit, so we're going to see how that comes out. Yeah, it's blowing a little bit, so it's going to be a little nippy. Hey Siri. Hey Siri. What's the temperature outside?
It's 36 degrees outside.
Damn. So it is just 4 degrees above freezing right now. Which that means right now, if it's like not even mid-November yet, well, it's getting to be mid-November, it will be extremely cold in December, especially around Christmas time. It'll be like that. And we've got 2 weeks until Thanksgiving, guys. 2 weeks until Thanksgiving. I got a week from Thursday before I get my next day off because we'll be closed. So I got a week. So that being said, we're going to sit down and we're going to try to finish the playoffs today. I don't want to spend too much time. I want to get at least a little bit of sleep. So if we get through the last 2 games plus the next 4, we got 6 games left to play. And we'll see how close it gets to be about noon. Oh God. If it gets to be about 10:30, 11 o'clock, I need to head to bed. I'm trying to get my stuff together here where I can get my indigestion. Well, there are a lot of things that give me heartburn. I mean, pretty much everything gives me heartburn anymore, or some sort of indigestion. And I eat a lot of leafy greens. I eat a lot of, fruits and stuff. And the citrus just gives me severe heartburn too. So I don't know why. So I was searching around YouTube. Not YouTube. I was searching around the PlayStation Store. Well, not really. I was actually downloading an update for my Train Sim World 2 that I have, which is like the largest train simulation game ever made. The original PC version for the game, just the DLC alone, not even buying the game for like $85, $89. But the DLC alone for the original train simulation game by Dovetail, the DLC alone cost a whopping $10,000 to buy everything. I'm like, Jesus. And then about the same for, it was pretty close to, they said about $3,000 for everything for the, they said it's pretty close to about $1,000 for everything for the PlayStation Store. So that's still a lot of money. $1,000 just for DLC, for downloadable content. And I think the last thing that they released big was the Horseshoe Curve update and the new Union Pacific stuff that they did with the Horseshoe Curve and out there in the west, up in, I forget where it was. It was like near Colorado and stuff, I think it was. But then I found out that they got a third one now. I'm like, what? And it is $60, which is very cheap. Which is super cheap for the game. And it doesn't really tell you in the description what it comes with as starter trains and scenarios and things like that. And hopefully it's got the Underground on it, the London Underground, because that's really one of my favorite things to do is play the London Underground, because it's the easiest train to work with. You don't have to remember a lot of steps to start it. You don't have to remember a lot of steps on how, you don't have to complete a lot of things. You can get into your train and you go one way, usually back and forth, and it's more interesting because you're having to pay attention more on the London Underground, because you have so many short distances between stops. And there's usually like 20 to 25 stops on your trip from Elephant to Castle. So it's like, okay, so I got to pay attention, because if you go past that red light, you're in trouble. It's like they test you like a real game, like a real train, like you're driving a real actual train. And if you go past that red light, you hit the shit. So let's see here. You know what that jersey is? That's the Tracy McGrady jersey. That is the T-Mac jersey. That's the 90s T-Wolves right there, baby. That is, back when I was a kid, that was all over Sports Illustrated for kids, was T-Mac and the Wolves, man. T-Mac and the Wolves, T-Mac and the Wolves. Before he got traded to the Rockets. I was pissed. Make sure I said that right, because I don't want to be the wrong person here. Let's see. Hey Siri, what teams did Tracy McGrady play for?
Here's what I found from playerswiki.com. The basketball star Tracy McGrady has played for Toronto Raptors, Orlando Magic, Houston Rockets, New York Knicks, Detroit Pistons, Atlanta Hawks, Qingdao Double Star Eagles, and San Antonio Spurs.
Never mind. Who was a guy that was on the Timberwolves back in the day anyway? Those are the old 90s jerseys, and I'm not too happy right now about the game. Well, I have a big pet peeve with the stat board. When you play in your My Career and you see your stat board, it shows you your rebounds, your free throws percentage, your field goal percentage, your three-point percentage, your steals and your blocks and your points. But when the banner comes across, it says, oh, off an assist, or you got an assist, or you did a block, or excellent shot timing, or good pass, screen assist, it freezes every time. It freezes at certain points, and it's like, it just really bugs me because it just stays there and you can't see that part of the board, which is not really a big deal. We're at 2. So I'm thinking we might have 6 games left We'll have to see. We're not going to worry about it. This is why I hate mornings. When you fucking get up and you go over and you start coughing because your throat's dry because you haven't had anything to drink for 8 hours or longer, or for 6 hours or longer, and your nose is all stopped up because it's been sitting there drying out, and your boogers have gotten stuck in your nose because they've been forming into hard pieces of mucus and phlegm that's decided to go up into your sinus cavities and hang out there in your nose like a little alleyway. And your body aches because you've been laying down in a position for so long because you've fallen asleep, and your body just freaking flat out didn't work because you fell into REM sleep. So yeah, that being said, that's why I hate mornings.
Hey there, we're getting ready for our Thanksgiving special, and we want to know what you're thankful for.
Let us know over social media using the hashtag 2KTVThanks, and you just might make an appearance on the show.
You look at the Timberwolves, round 2-0, they got to win tonight to get some traction in the series.
And if they lose this one, you can forget about advancing. It's more likely you're trying to avoid a sweep. So tonight's all or nothing.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, T is out there with Jones. Then it's Ingram. Then it's King. And it's McCollum in at the point. Over to the wing. Here's Davidson. Bangs home the trifecta.
And Ingram and his court awareness continue to grow. A terrific dime there.
Outside Bryant. Back to Russell. Down low. Russell picking up the assist.
Yeah, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
McCollum outside. Here's King. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They're looking to bounce back after the bitter loss on Saturday.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
Well, let's hope there isn't any carryover from that letdown in this one.
Now here's Ingram. Here's Davidson. And a missed layup.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Minnesota again turning it over.
Well, that's two teammates who need to reintroduce themselves to one another, not on the same page.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And that block was something. It's the playoffs, and every possession and defensive stop matters.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Edwards passes to Russell. To the inside. Here's Bryant. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
I don't like the fact that if the guy freaking pump fakes like 5 times in a row, like, why do you do that? If you can't pump fake us out of the way, then throw the ball out to somebody else that can get into the basket. Dummy.
New Orleans has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Davidson, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Davidson's got 8 points.
He's knocking down most everything, guys. 3 of 4 here.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He was frustrated with some of the mistakes his team made in the first 2 games. He doesn't want his guys to get down on themselves. He told them, we're at home tonight. This is a fresh start. This is an opportunity to show everyone what we're really made of. So, Kevin, they have to start working hard right now to make this a series.
Thank you, David.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Now, here is Russell. To the middle. He'll kick out to Towns. And here's Edwards from the arc. Pelicans with the rebound. And their offense is really clicking right now.
Playing with a lot of energy and really taking it to the defense.
Here's Davidson, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And this is right around the time when one team might start to pull away.
Yeah, this team is looking to add to the lead, trying to put the other team away, and threatening here.
Kept alive. Towns kicks to Russell. Rocket 6. Right side, Edwards. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
I'm sick and tired of you all fucking get the damn ball every time you miss a shot.
Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
A nice shot by Davidson.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
If you can't get it, throw it out. Don't freaking try to keep shooting.
Many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
No, it's because every time they shoot it, they get the fucking rebound. It's like, don't get a rebound, dude. Because every time it happens, you guys get a rebound. You guys.
Edwards finds Russell. Inside. Shot to stop the run. And scoring with the play inside is McDaniel.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving in.
Hey, McDaniel.
Here's Davidson. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Pass to Bryant. Back to Russell. Passes it to McDaniels. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Here's Davidson. 17 points in the game. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart.
See where I was standing right there? That's how some guys can make a shot, like a layup. And it's really bullshit. I'm like, dude, you cannot do that. Those guys do not have a wingspan that long. Because that's like 12 feet from where the basket is. I'm like, there's no way these guys can make a damn shot from that far away by laying it up. So I don't know. You know, there's just some quirks in the game I just don't feel like should be there. You want to make an authentic simulation game.
They're completely in disarray.
Russell against McCollum. Outside Bryant. Outside Towns. They get the rebound. McDaniels. And it's blocked by Davidson. And they're able to recover. And it's Bryant missing. Pelicans leading by 13. McCollum outside. The pass to Ingram. To the paint. Here's Davidson. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well-rounded effort.
I got 3 hours of work today. Well, 3 hours plus an extra hour to clean up and stuff. I shouldn't have any problems.
And they show no signs of letting up.
Coaching staff probably most proud of the effort of this team on both ends of the floor here tonight.
Now, here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. New Orleans has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Davidson passes to King. To the inside. Here's Davidson. He's guarded by Russell. And again for 3. The basket is good from Davidson. Davidson's got 24 points. So the Timberwolves called their first timeout. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's the floater. The rebound by Davidson.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Davidson. Lets the 3 fly. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
All night long, in control of the pace, and you don't want to let go of that rope right now.
Here's Bryant.
I really got to get out in transition. That's where I do most of my damage with my assists. But it's like super hard because these guys really do play up on you. The Timberwolves are really a hard team to play. I think they're like 5th.
Now Edwards over Jones. Edwards can't hit.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients.
What's 13 divided by 12? What's 13 divided by 12? What's 12 divided by 13? 12 divided by 13. 92, okay. Look how weirded out why that's so far. Damn.
One would be playing smart. The other one...
Minnesota shooting 27%. The offense is just...
Minnie's the one I played on in my first year back playing the game. I think it was 2019 was my first year, then 20 and 21 and 22 I played for Pelicans. But 2018 was my first, 19 was my first year where I played for Minnesota the first time, and then I got shipped to the Pelicans after I made a trade, and I played for Pelicans. So I played for Pelicans since 2019. The whole time.
Embarrassing themselves. So for New Orleans right now, the wings for them, it's McCollum and Jones. T is out there with King, and it's Lewis in at point guard. New Orleans has gone off with a 3-pointer tonight. They're a perfect 7 of 7. Inside, Davidson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Leaping ability is off the charts. Not the biggest power forward, but outstanding at rising up off the ground.
Outside Bryant. Pass to Towns. Outside Edwards. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Davidson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Down low. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight.
I think like you have to wait. Like you get a block and it causes your takeover meter to be full. The first set of the solo takeover meter to be full. I hate how you have to wait till it says block before you can get it, and it takes like a few seconds.
Outside Bryant.
What's their score right now? What's their... Jesus. That is sad.
Back to Russell. Headshot off. Nice D from Davidson. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
McDaniels finds Edwards. Outside, Russell passes it to Towns. Now Bryant. Over McCollum. They get it again. And they get it. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
For New Orleans, they've got a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Here's Davidson, and he banks in the layup. Davidson's got 38 points.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Outside Bryant. Edwards against Jones, and it's good for 2.
And even when under duress, Edwards stays calm, which is what allows him to still score on tough defense.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Bryant looking over the floor. Towns against King. Towns kicks to McDaniels. Rejected by Davidson. Launches a 3, and another 3 for New Orleans. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for New Orleans.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
Well, they've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break will add to your total in a hurry.
And it's blocked by Davidson. They retain possession. The shot by Bryant, no good. And it's the Pelicans' ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Timberwolves was outstanding. He scored an amazing number of points and got there the usual way, an impressive barrage of three-pointers. He put up numbers that really jumped out in the box score. A very solid performance. Kevin will see what he's got in his arsenal tonight.
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Outside Bryant. And the pass to Edwards. Back to Bryant. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Fader on the way. And it's King with the rebound.
But his shooting this quarter has to be a huge concern, especially when they're behind like this. Can he find a rhythm?
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Stolen away. Here's Davidson. 43 points in the game. The tray. And no good that time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Pelicans with the rebound. Davidson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Lays it up off the glass. Davidson's got 45 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Pass to Edwards. Launches it. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist.
He's so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Here's Davidson, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Davidson's got 48. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Edwards with another miss. New Orleans has gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Good, that's another bucket.
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Outside Bryant. Russell against Lewis. Back to Bryant. They need this. That's good. A tough shooting night. He's 2 for 8 and looking for more.
D'Lo at that size has great court vision and a great pass.
He got it again. Sensational.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Outside Bryant. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Jones against Edwards. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And this is Edwards' game. When he's aggressive and trying to score, it really puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Little comes in for McDaniels, and Moore subbed in for Bryant. The Pelicans also changing it up. Jonas Valanciunas, he's checked in for King. Ingram comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Cameron Payne subbed in for Lewis.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. Moore outside. Edwards with it. 9 points in the game so far. Releases. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Ingram passes to Davidson. Three-pointer. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 6th assist on the night.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever going to see. A three-point barrage.
Outside Edwards. Passes to Little. Now here's Moore. Out of hand on it, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Victor Oladipo, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Victor Oladipo.
Towns finds Russell. Here's Little. First shot, first pass. He's out of the blocks fast.
Nice finish from Little. He realizes when he should try to score.
And that was the Mobile One drive. Well worth a second look.
And when you're trailing like this, just focus on one possession at a time. Keep hitting singles.
From outside the arc. Good! Another from 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Minnesota's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. The pass to Towns. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
A nice shot by Davidson.
No, it's scary because he's just been a matchup nightmare in this game. He's eaten up anybody they've thrown at him.
Minnesota's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Outside, Russell. Down low. And so the ball's out of bounds. Ingram touched it last.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
Minnesota making a switch here. McLaughlin's checked in. And New Orleans also making a change. Daniels is checked in for Herbert Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Wow, he got whacked on that, which shouldn't be much debate there.
Pelicans shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. Both free throws good from Davidson. The Timberwolves shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. More outside. Now here's Oladipo. He's covered by Daniels. Oladipo, good.
Good job by Victor on that one, scoring despite getting whacked. I love how he maintained his balance on that shot.
Payne finds Ingram. Davidson. Valanciunas trying to free himself up.
There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Pass to McLaughlin. More outside. Pass to Oladipo. Lets it go from deep. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. Ingram's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive. Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Oladipo with the bounce pass. Passes it to Little. Here's McLaughlin. And it's off from three-point range. McLaughlin's gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Davidson. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight. Up in time. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans able to put on a show for the ages. They're
Pelicans 95.
And we're back with you, all set to bring you more action from Game 3. Really an incredible game from T.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
Yeah, guys like him love to stuff the stat sheet. He's doing it here.
The 4 and the 5, it's McDaniels and Towns. Russell is out there with Bryant, and it's Edwards in at the small forward. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. McCollum against Russell. 6 on the shot clock. Over McCollum. And good, and it takes a nice down.
Well, the team gets Russell set up beautifully that time. Totally poised, and no hesitation on that, too.
A nice shot by Davidson.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Outside Bryant. And there's the pass to Edwards. Towns finds Russell. Offline with his 3. Russell's gotten just 1 of his 4 attempts from the floor tonight. To the paint, here's Davidson. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Ingram's got his 8th assist in the game. So it's the Timberwolves now. Outside Bryant. Russell dishes to McDaniels. On the wing, Bryant. He's covered by Ingram. Again, Russell missing.
The D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
Jones, no luck.
Yeah, just the first miss of the half there. They have to be happy. 3 of 4 to start it off.
Nice ball movement by Minnesota. It's stolen by Jones. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Pass to Davidson. Shoots over McDaniel. And the shot no good. A bit short. And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for the Timberwolves. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. The shot by McDaniels, no good.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Inside, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And so far tonight, he's been the game's leading scorer. Just got into a groove, and no one's found a way to get him out of it.
The Timberwolves have gotten just 1 of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Outside Bryant. Back to Russell. And they double up Russell. Some solid defense from Davidson.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. All night, they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
3 minutes gone now in the third quarter. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Russell finds Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's McDaniels. And finished off by McDaniel.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
It goes on C.J. McCollum.
Well, Russell, throughout the course of the game, wants to he did so there.
Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. On offense, here are the Pelicans. They're on a 14-6 run. For 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Now, here's McDaniels. He's tightly guarded. Another miss by Minnesota.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Out to the right wing. Here's Williamson. Banked in off the glass.
Let's see who just who sent me a message. Yeah, I should. I know I need to.
Williamson's got 6 points.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Outside Bryant. Back to Russell. Over McCollum. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Now New Orleans will take it the other way. Here's Davidson. Edwards defending. Davidson passes to Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
Such an important part of Zion's improvement is setting good screens and then being available as a roller.
Pass to Bryant. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Yeah, a quick little lean like that is going to get the ref's attention. Foul call.
Here's Davidson. McDaniels defending. Good on the shot. Jones has got his third basket of the night right there.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'm only on pro. I don't play any higher than pro because I'm not very good at the faster clocks, but you know.
The pass to Edwards. Another miss by Minnesota.
Now that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Davidson passes to Williamson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Williamson's got 6 here in this quarter. Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Outside Bryant. Edwards passes to Towns. Outside Edwards. Trying to get something going, and it's good on the layup. Edwards got 11 points.
And don't let Edwards' position fool you, Anthony. Like a linebacker, that upper body strength helps him down low.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
And the awareness of his footwork and body.
I know.
Very few players playing today can do.
Minnesota shooting pretty terrible here in the third quarter at around 30%.
I'm already at 99, so it doesn't matter.
Bryant up top. He's covered by Ingram. Bryant can't get it to go. New Orleans has gotten the 3-ball working for them in the second half. They've hit 3 out of 3 shots from long range. Davidson passes to Williamson. 6 for 6. He's yet to miss from the field.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
The Timberwolves shooting 27%. The offense is just embarrassing themselves. And Bryant kicks to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Takes a 3. C.J. McCollum comes up with a rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Davidson. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Back to Russell. From about 19 feet. And he comes up with the deuce. Russell's got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he looked too comfortable as Russell got into a nice rhythm from the mid-range.
Here's Davidson. McDaniels defending. Here's Williamson, and Williamson throws it down.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
That's going to...
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for New Orleans.
You love how they've lived in the paint, making the defense just consistently have to collapse and still finding ways to convert.
Well, the three-point shot has been absolutely huge for them this entire game. And let's be honest, you have to knock down threes to win games these days.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
So the Pelican 5 right now. T is out there with Hayes. And it's Daniels in at the shooting guard position. A nice shot by Davidson.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
2 minutes.
Here's Oladipo. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Pass to Davidson. Fires for 3. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
It's one thing to have teams shoot a bunch of threes, but with this team being that hot defensively, you got to chase them away from anywhere near that line.
Russell passes to McDaniels. That's tipped. Here's Towns. At basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
And now we can start talking about Game 4. What a magnificent effort and really a significant victory for the Pelicans.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they're going to roll to their third straight victory to open up these conference finals, giving them a commanding series lead.
Yeah, a sweep seems just about inevitable right now. And with the way they've been playing here in this series, they are building a ton of momentum for the finals, especially if they can close out the sweep in Game 4.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for T.
Just a force on the glass, did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Edwards against Murphy. McDaniels kicks to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He gets it in there.
Oladipo executed that pick and roll well. Remarkable at scoring whenever he gets room to shoot off the screen.
And so it's New Orleans with it. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
Here's Davidson. Shoots the three. Drops it in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you can see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. A big playoff win for them, but what isn't a great big in the postseason, huh?
Great point. I really just love the composure with which they played tonight.
Last game of the day till I get home tonight.
It's a new episode of 2K TV. Welcome.
And it's an interactive special this week with all interactive questions brought to you by New Balance.
Taking a look. They're looking at a quick exit from the conference finals if they can't get the job done tonight.
I mean, you're right, B.A. This game tells you a lot about a team's character. Faced with almost an impossible job, do they pack up and head home? Motivation's an issue when your back is against the wall.
All right, let's take a look at New Orleans' starting lineup. We've got Brandon Ingram, also C.J. McCollum out there, and it's King in at the 5. 3 on the clock. Edwards finds Bryant from the stripe, and they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's T. McDaniels covering. Down low. Jones. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Edwards can't hit. Here's T. Covered by Towns. Here's T. Connects from downtown.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Bryant outside.
All right, thank you, Hawks. Thank you, Hawks. Thank you.
Pass to Russell. Now here's Towns. Goes up on the wing. Got a hand on it. McCollum against Russell. And he bangs it home with one hand.
And they're building up steam, getting out in front and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession.
Now here's Bryant. Left side McDaniels. Deflected. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Just a superb read on defense to come up with the block.
Oh, you could feel the playoff intensity in that block. He's playing some extra aggressive defense out there.
Bryant, the pass to Russell. And gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on C.J. McCollum.
He is so talented. There's very little Russell can't do. It's just about the consistency, but the talent is all there.
He's living there tonight, a tough guy to guard without fouling. And the bonus, he's going to knock him down.
Davidson's shot is good.
A lot of enthusiasm to the start of this game. So far, a perfect 4 for 4.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Pass to Bryant. Inside. Just 5 on the clock. Got a piece of it.
Just brutal. I mean, 5 straight misses to begin the game.
To the wing on the left. Here's T. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Bryant outside. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. On the wing, Bryant. Over Ingram. Oh, nice shot by Bryant. For New Orleans, they've gone 5 of 5 in this quarter. Solid. Here's T. He's got 11. And stolen by Edwards. Russell with the ball. McCollum covering. Here's Towns. Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Oh, I love the mindset to get at the rim right there. He knows they're down and wants to spark a comeback.
Here's T. Knocked away. Back to Ingram. Shoots over Bryant, and he sinks the 11-footer.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
The Timberwolves have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Bryant outside. Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. T grabs the miss.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Fires the 3. That's in. Coming off an assist from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists now in this one. Bryant outside. Outside Edwards. Pass to Russell from downtown. And that won't fall for him. He's 0 for 2. The Pelicans have gone a perfect 7 for 7. Here's T, covered by Bryant. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
McCollum outside. Over Russell. And another one falls for New Orleans.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Now here's Bryant. Outside Russell. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. Here's Russell. From deep. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's New Orleans. They're on a 20-6 run. Here's T. He's got 14. Jones. And he goes in for the dunk.
What a way to begin this game. Dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.
Looking now for some consistency. Just too many missed shots.
You know, this is a good time to maybe switch up your strategy a little bit. You can't keep doing what you're doing and expect a different result.
Now here's Bryant. Pass to Edwards. Back to Bryant. It's deflected. In transition, here they come. Here's T. And another one falls for New Orleans.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Now here's Russell. Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns with the ball. Fires for three. And King pulls it down.
I mean, he's staying aggressive, trying to regain his touch. But right now, he's hurting the team.
Shot's good by McCollum. McCollum's got his second basket of the game.
And they've settled in quickly today. A nice flow and rhythm to their offense.
Outside Edwards. Pass to Bryant. Tries to snap the cold streak. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Here's T. He's got 16. The three is up. And another three for New Orleans.
And they are letting those threes fly from outside. Really in a great rhythm.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
And Minnesota calls time here. Some changes for Minnesota. Little's checked in for McDaniels. Oladipo comes in for Bryant. And it's McLaughlin in for Russell. Here's Little. Oladipo up top. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
So resourceful. When Oladipo's looking for any opening, he puts in a lot of effort on offense.
To the paint. Here's T. That's good. And it's McCollum with the assist. He's got 21.
A massive reason they're winning. This guy hasn't missed a shot. Not one.
Oladipo outside. Pass to McLaughlin. Towns for three. Rebounded by Ingram.
He's lost his rhythm completely this quarter, but he's determined to stay after it.
Here's T. 21 points in the game. Over Edwards. And another one falls for New Orleans.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's McLaughlin. Pass to Little. Here's McLaughlin. Releases. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
The three is up. And another three for New Orleans.
He's rolling. The best start to a game you could hope for.
Minnesota shooting pretty low at 24% in this first quarter. Oladipo outside. Up top, Edwards. Oladipo on the wing. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
It'll be on Zion Williamson.
Well, Oladipo's game features a lot of speed. If you don't keep up with him, he'll make you pay.
Moore's checked in for the Timberwolves. Here's T. He's got 24. 17-foot shot on the way, and he knocks the jumper down.
They have leaned on him all quarter, and it has worked to perfection.
Pass to Moore. Here's McLaughlin. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Haynes checked in for New Orleans. To the inside. Excellent D there from Payne. Here's T. 26 points for him. Cash money from 16 feet away. 28 points for him.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
Here's McLaughlin. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Towns against Williamson. And he banks in the layup.
Continuing to stoke the fire, his shot making has been absolutely superb.
And Minnesota has possession. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Pass to Oladipo. There's 53. In the first. With the teardrop. And he lays it up and in. Oladipo's got 6.
There's a touch of artistry to the floater. Takes feel as much as skill. He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's Moore. Here's McLaughlin. Oladipo outside. And the foul called on Victor Oladipo. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Here's T. He's got 32 points.
Valanciunas getting rewarded there for putting down a solid screen on the pick and roll.
Here's Oladipo, and it's rejected. And so it's New Orleans with an almost surefire victory here, up 32 at the end of the quarter and dominating. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. Back after this. Glad to have you with us as we return to the action here in the Western Conference Finals. And a comfortable margin for the Pelicans here, guys.
Well, I'm really loving their activity. I mean, they're contesting shots. They've really set a strong tone early.
And you can see it's already having an impact. It can cause shooters to think twice.
McDaniels at power forward with Towns at center. Then it's D'Angelo Russell. And it's Moore in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the Timberwolves 5.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Timberwolves was a man on a mission. He had an unbelievable amount of points, and they were not ready for him to block shots left and right. An astounding game for him, putting up numbers we might be talking about for the rest of his career. Back to you.
Great report there, Allie. It was obvious he could do anything he wanted. A fantastic win.
Well, I'll tell you, he was enjoying himself out there, kind of like us here in the broadcast booth. And whoever was matched up against him wasn't enjoying themselves.
What I like is they just kept calling his number. Sometimes we see coaches go away from what's working, and we wonder why.
Minnesota with the ball, following the score by New Orleans. Towns can't get it to go.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
Here's T. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
You know why? Success breeds confidence, and he's certainly been successful from there, time and time again.
Now here's Towns. To the middle. Here's McDaniels. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Pass to Davidson. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
It's been an outstanding performance for them in just about every area.
Especially considering it's on the road in front of a tough crowd. They've been able to block out the distractions.
Now here's Bryant. Back to Russell for three. And he's now 1 for 4 after that one.
A volume three-point shooter. The coaching staff encourages Russell to fire away.
Pass to Davidson. And the powerful one-handed slam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Bryant. Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. New Orleans has gone a perfect 7 for 7 from deep in this one. Here's T. Give him 39. Valanciunas, good.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Timberwolves have gotten nothing to go out of 5 attempts so far this quarter. Russell against Payne. Now Russell, 5 points in the game. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It falls. He's now 2 of 5 from the field.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
And that replay showed how sensational that drive truly was.
Oh, and trailing by double digits, who can you count on to continue to battle? He's answering in the affirmative.
Edwards, he's checked in for Moore. King, he's checked in for New Orleans. McCollum comes in for Payne. Inside. And there's Towns on the assist by Bryant. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
To the inside, Jones. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And a moment here to take a look. Look at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point, doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
And on top of that, they've been dialed in from deep. And if they keep it up, it could be a big night for them.
Now here's Bryant, outside McDaniels, from the arc. Rebounded by Daniels.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
Here's T. McDaniels covering. He gets it in there.
The D hasn't been quick enough to react to the ball inside. That's helped cause this run.
So it's Minnesota now. Outside Russell. To the paint. It's tipped.
And at a certain point, you just have to look to someone else to score for you.
Here's T. And another three for New Orleans.
This has been a tremendous quarter for him. Everything he puts up now looks like it's going in.
Outside Edwards. Back to Russell. Bryant outside. To end the run. Tipped. And they get it back. Here's T. And another three for New Orleans.
These are big buckets. He's been instrumental in helping them try to close out this game.
Back to Edwards. Got a piece of it. Here's T, covered by Bryant. Pass to McCollum. Out to the right wing. The three ball. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
Russell with the ball. 7 points in the game. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Now here's Bryant. Down low. Here's Towns. He blocks it again.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Protecting the rim well. Love the hustle. Little's checked in for McDaniels. It's stolen away. To the right side. Pass to McCollum. Up and over Russell. Again, the Pelicans good for 2.
We see you, C.J. McCollum, playing down low.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. To the middle. Oh, they need this. Little's shot is good.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
New Orleans has gone 4 of 4 from three-point land in the second quarter. Cuts off the pass. Bryant outside. Deflected. It's Little on the wing. To the inside. Tries yet again. Here's Edwards. And finally, that one's good.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
For some reason, blocking out has become a lost art, and that's the result you'll get.
Here's T. Non-stop scoring machine right now. Basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at... And so it's the New Orleans Pelicans, and they're up an insane amount going into the break. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. Time for a quick break. And we welcome you back to Game 4, folks. Thanks for joining us. So for the Pelicans right now, C.J. McCollum is out there with Brandon Ingram. Then it's Herb Jones, and it's King in at the center position.
Ooh, heat check after heat check. He rises to the occasion, trying to will his team to victory.
Bryant outside. Over Ingram. Bryant, no good.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over eager.
Pass to Jones. Here's T. Puts up a 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
And here's Edwards. Outside Russell. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. Out to the wing. Here's Towns. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's T. Inside. And stolen by Edwards. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Pass to Jones. Buries it down low. Jones has got 9.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
And we just had to see that mobile one drive one more time. Great stuff.
Yeah, taking the onus on himself to make something happen. Got it into the teeth of the defense and made them pay.
Bryant outside. Back to Daniels. It's tipped. They retain possession. Shots good by Towns. New Orleans has gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. Pass to Davidson. Deflects the pass. Launches it. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to this half. Offensively, 4 straight and counting.
To the paint. And it's Towns with the power finish.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
T, no good.
And that's their first miss after hitting 4 in a row to start the half.
First team foul.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jones against Russell. They get it back. Towns.
He's had a tough time getting it going, and he's put this team behind the 8 ball.
And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
With a menu of moves at his disposal, Ingram can surprise defenders with his pull-up jumper.
And Russell, here we go. Up and over McCollum. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
First personal foul. Second team.
The first free throw is good.
At the line for Minnesota.
And both free throws good for Russell. The Pelicans have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Good! That's another bucket! 60 points. This guy can't be stopped right now.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
The Timberwolves shooting a low 26% from the field. Bryant outside. Pass to McDaniels. Outside Russell. Another miss by Minnesota. The Pelicans have gone 6 of 7 and appearing confident in this half. Here's T. What an incredible scoring display he's putting on tonight. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
At the line for the Pelicans, T. At the line for 1.
And that one misses. Well, the Timberwolves shooting just about 33% since this second half started. Bryant, no good. For New Orleans, they've gotten 7 of 8 shots to fall in the third quarter so far. Here's T. And the Pelicans hit again from deep.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Pass to McDaniels. They need this. Another miss by Minnesota.
You want to talk about ugly? This team is losing, partly because he hasn't drained a shot all night. A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shot from 12. Rebounded by New Orleans.
To me, there's a fine line between being aggressive and just flat out forcing it. His inability to make shots right now is sinking the ship.
And it's good for 2. Give him 8 points now.
And I love how he's pushing the tempo and creating for others. He does this game in and game out. Incredible.
You know what it is? It's his creativity. That's making this engine run.
Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. Jones. And the Pelicans get another bucket right there.
and just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
The reason why they stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Got a hand on it. Here's T. Inside, here's Jones, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that. Pass to Edwards, trying to get back on track. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant. Edwards has got 10 points.
Not just a knockdown shooter, he does a great job of finding space for his shot.
Here's T. And another three for New Orleans.
As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Minnesota has gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Pass to Edwards. Outside for Russell. Back to Daniels. It's blocked, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
You know that block has him and his teammates all pumped up. That is what playoff basketball is all about.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Little's checked in.
Nasir Little.
Here's Edwards. 10 points for him. Edwards can't get that one to fall.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
To the inside. And again, another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
I mean, keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammates, incredible.
Outside Russell. Outside Edwards. Pass to Little. Down low. Here's McDaniels. That shot off the mark.
He has gone ice cold this quarter. Obviously not helping their cause.
Jones. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two. That one on Russell.
And move. The shot's just a little off.
That's good from Jones. Victor Oladipo's checked in for Minnesota. Moore comes in for Bryant. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And so it's Minnesota with it. Oladipo outside. Pass to Moore. Will it go? And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
I think they've looked to dump it down low as often as possible. And so far, they've been super successful using this attack.
We also got to highlight how on fire they've been from three-point land. They've continued to capitalize from beyond the arc in this one.
Pass to Davidson. The three. Another bucket. Wow. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
Back to Russell. Now McDaniels. Covered by Williamson. Right side Russell. Here's Little. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And that's as good a look as he's going to get. He's just got to shake that one off and keep it moving.
Yet another assist.
Another possession, another assist.
Man, is he sharing the ball well, hitting his guys right in their spots. Minnesota's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Russell up top. Pass to Oladipo. Can't cash it in from the high post.
It's a shot you would think he would make, but he just doesn't make it all the time.
Here's T, guarded by Russell. Connects again from distance. Ooh, you can tell he's feeling it right now.
B.A., he's on fire.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Pass to Little. Here's Moore. Now here's Russell. Can they get it? Doesn't go that time. Here's T. He's guarded by Oladipo. To the middle. Here's Jones. Soft touch off the glass. Jones has got 10 points now, just in this quarter.
That's a well-timed, well-coordinated play. Comes right off the pick for the lay-in.
Oladipo outside. Pass to Moore. Here's Little. To the paint. Here's Russell. And that one's good. Russell's got 11 points.
I like Russell's intensity. Getting some contact, but not backing down.
Lets it go from deep. Good. Another from three.
He's been on the money from deep.
Definitely. Looking to shoot as much as possible. Oladipo outside. Pass to Little. Here's Moore. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Oladipo outside. And here's McDaniels, covered by Williamson. For 3, Oladipo.
It seems like every miss ends up in his hands. He's been unreal.
And we have to give him props. It's rare these days to see someone dominate the glass so single-handedly.
Davidson's shot is good.
Back-to-back 3.
80 points, 20 rebounds, 18 assists, 8 blocks, and 1 steal. Jesus Christ, that's a hell of a line.
He's making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
Left side, Russell. To the inside. Here's McDaniels. Pass to Little. The baseline, Jay. The Pelicans pull it in. Williamson's got 4 rebounds now. On the take, and he throws it down with one hand.
Nice to see Williamson spot the open man. He has awareness and ability as a passer.
Oladipo outside.
Get outside, get outside.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the third.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
So the New Orleans Pelicans take the series and will move on.
You know, they had to battle through the very tough Western Conference, but they were able to survive the test and earn a trip to the finals.
Well, this was their vision from day one. They believed in themselves, and now, Grant, they're close to accomplishing their ultimate goal.
Yeah, no question, B.A. They'll take a second to appreciate how far they've come, but they'll be facing a tough opponent coming out of the East, and they need to be prepared mentally for that challenge.
Yeah, the celebration for taking the West will have to be a quick one with the finals right around the corner. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Steve Smith, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching this 2K Sports coverage of the NBA. We'll see you later.
Yes, we're green. Coach of the year, baby. I'm gonna quit there, guys. We're gonna play the last of the finals tonight. The finals tonight, and we're gonna be good to go. I gotta go pee, get to bed. Thank you everybody who's joined me today. Appreciate it. All you guys showed up. least talk to me, man. I mean, you can talk to me. You don't have to be afraid to post a comment. Come on.